Hi, Bo here from High Tech Investment, and welcome to the new series. We're going to try something new on the Profit Retriever, and obviously we have plenty of videos out there already about the Profit Retriever and a bit on how it has developed over the last year. We've been trading this, but we are getting a lot of emails, we're getting a lot of comments from the individual people that see our weekly and our monthly top 5 postings, and they say, okay, we're not exactly sure how to use this, how to implement it, how is this going to help us do further investigations of which EAs that either we should trade ourselves, or you can go into the Expert Forex coupling service and then use that, and you can find our signals in there too. Now, on the first quarter of 2023, I actually made a video and we got quite good reviews on this, showing you exactly how everything went for the first quarter of 2023. And we now decided we're going to do a little pilot series to see if this is actually what people want. So instead of just posting the top 5 results, we are now also going to expand it bit with videos similar to this in the future, very short, very precise videos. And we're basically going to take a look at all the signals that we are trading, that we have in our portfolio. We have currently 25 different EAs in our portfolio, and not all of them are doing well at all times. So that is just the nature of the Profit Retriever. We have some serious drawdowns sometimes on some of them. And that's why we also trade the portfolio, because then there's other EAs taking over and basically doing a lot of profit. And as you can see here, in this, we have said in the last 4 weeks, we have actually made $19,000, but we have actually done that just with the top 10 of our signals in here. And that's what we're going to have a look at today. So first of all, let's have a look at the top 5 for week 14 in overall. It hasn't been a very good week. So after all the bank issues in the US and the disturbance in the financial markets here, we have seen that this is one of our lowest weeks in a very long time. The US 30, second one, we have multiple different settings for the US 30, $429, 4.3%. Euro New Zealand, $401 or 4% in here. And then Aussie US, which is a second type of signal here also, $382 or 3.8%. Euro Japanese, $313, 3.1% in here. And then the FTSE 100, so which is the UK. So index here, 303 or 3%. Overall, the top 5 for that particular week here has made $1,828 or 3.7%. And this is the posting that we are normally doing. This is the ones that you should have a closer look at. And obviously on top of this, we also have our website where we are posting the weekly results. We are posting the monthly results. Plus, of course, we have a whole range of FX Blue accounts that you can go and have a look at. Now, in this particular video, we've done a bit of work for you again. So we're basically taken all the details in that we normally do over the weekend, added all the signals in here and all the profits, put them in an Excel, and then basically figuring out which ones are coming up on top when it goes back about 4 weeks. That's as far back as we do in this particular video. And then we're going to do another video that takes up the different quarters. So the idea here is basically we're going to go ahead and every single week we're going to make similar videos to what we do here today and having a look at the individual signals. Now you have to remember here also that this is our trading signals. This is what we do, and this is only to show you. So this is not investment advice, it's not trading advice. This is basically one of the ways where we show you how to try and find the best signals. It doesn't necessarily have to be ours. It can be your own trading. If you are trading a portfolio and you figure out which ones are the best, which ones to actually put live and real money on. So this is quite important. You don't necessarily have to put money on every single account that you are doing. You set it up as a beta, you test it, and only the best ones you're actually putting real money into it. And you'll see exactly the big difference in here overall. And let's go and have a look at the Excel itself and reveal the top 10 for the last 4 weeks. So the Excel here looks similar to what you might have seen before. So it is basically the same setup. So we have the FX Blue over here with the different currency pairs, and you can see some of them have the hashtag 2, which means that we have more than one that we are trading different ways. and you can see it all the way down here. Then we have the links, and this is the account link. So that means that it is not available yet. So for the copy link service itself, if you go to Expert Forex, the rest of them will be here, and you can find the numbers also to have a closer look to see if this is actually okay, or you can even double check the numbers that we have in there. It's entirely up to you how you want to use these details. And then we have the last 4 weeks. So we have just finished week 14 basically. It's now end of the week. All the trading has stopped except for the crypto part that will continue over the weekend here. So those are the 4 weeks, and we then have the total sum here. We have the total percentage we have in here, and then we also, out of those, on top of the other top 5 that I just showed you here before, we also just gonna show you exactly what you could have had in the last 4 weeks if you would have traded these top 5 signals in here. And obviously it makes a big difference. The more concentrated signals, of course, that you can do from the 25, because some will always be in minus or be in drawdown. So if we have a closer look at the first one, basically Australian Japanese in here, it is a second link that is not available yet. As you know, it takes quite a few weeks before signals will enter actually the copy link service itself to make sure that it is okay. It had some good decent weeks in the beginning, and you can see also that it has, all of the signals basically has gone a bit downhill in the last couple of weeks because of the trading situation at the moment. It is a bit difficult. And we know also from Alex, there is a lot of the copy link services that are in heavy drawdowns at the moment, and most probably we'll see that in the next couple of weeks until they are slowly but surely pulling out of it and then coming back with some excellent results. But we think already here we have some great results. If you look at Aussie Japanese, over the last 4 weeks, it's made 2,900 or 29% here. And the next one here is Euro Japanese. It has been in here. We actually made a couple of videos on this particular link, and it has done extremely well, and it continues to do. Obviously, it also here gone down a bit in profit. But the important thing here is to have a look at the signals that are constantly providing weekly cashbacks. And that obviously also means that if they are actually doing profits every single week, so the balance is going up, up, and up, it also means that the equity can't have gone that far down, means the drawdown can't be that far down. How much exactly, we're not going to go into in this specific details on these type of videos. We will save that for some of the other ones and the quarterly ones. So again here, 23.72% in here, so that is excellent news. And then we have Bitcoin USDT. It does have a Expert Forex copy link link here, but it has been removed. We removed it. This is now quite a few months ago because we were a bit concerned about the jumps of the Bitcoin, but it has done extremely well, as you can see. Even though also here it has gone a bit sideways, the Bitcoin here lately, and that again means that if there's not so much volatility, then the profit retriever won't do that. But still, 23% in 1 month is extremely good. And if you want this particular signal back again, just send us an email or a copy in the video itself. Send us a small comment, and we'll consider if this has to come back in. We haven't seen many interested in this in the first place. Then we have the US 30 index here, which is 53. And these are one of the indexes again here where you can see it's cashing in week by week. And at the moment, it's currently in a drawdown. And one of the things that you have to take into consideration here also, that even though it has been 2 weeks in drawdown, it's actually still on the top 5 list. So this is one of the signals here that is a bit funny, because some of the indexes, they have a tendency to be in drawdown for a couple of weeks, and then people get sick and tired of the basically the signal saying, okay, it's not making any money for me. And then you move on to a different one, and then all of a sudden it comes back, as you can see here, and makes more than 1,000 every single week. And then people get obviously a bit disappointed afterwards because they just jumped out, and then they find themselves losing out. And that's why, again, we say don't have a look at this on a daily basis. Don't have a look at a weekly basis. You have to look at it, the bigger picture. And with the profit retriever, you really have to stand back. And that's why we have made this Excel here. You can see the US 30. We have another one in here, which is also part of the top 5. And again, also this one here was in a drawdown. It came out of it, and then you see it cashes in instantly again here. So more than 21% for the last 4 weeks. So that is excellent stuff. And then we have the other signal. I believe we also have done a few videos on this together with 54, if I remember correct. And one of the good things you can see here again is simply cashing in every single week. I mean, the cash is only 17.96%. But if you copy link this particular signal, even though it's a bit lower maybe than some of the other ones, you can use a higher lot factor, because you can see it doesn't really have any major drawdowns in the last 4 weeks. So obviously could have had a drawdown overall, but very small one, because it still continues to cash in every single week. And then we have the British pounds Japanese. It's doing extremely well. And then you can see it entered also here now into a bit of a drawdown. But when it's working, again, we're getting more than 15% in 4 weeks. So excellent signal, I would say. US CAD has been extremely good and is one of the very popular signals that we have in here. Also here, as you can see, it's normally cashing in every single week. It has gone into a small drawdown here also, but still 13.76% is definitely not bad. And then again, you have another couple of signals. The Aussie US, the second one, is cashing in every single week. Again, very low drawdowns then. And also here for the New Zealand Swiss francs. Again, even though it's doesn't look like much and you're doing $100 or $200, it's simply cashing in all the time. And that's why it still makes up the top 10 list here for $1,187 or 11.88% for the month. So these are the top 10 signals that you can then decide, okay, some of these are quite interesting. Maybe I don't want to go in and have a look exactly at both US 30. I want to trade one of them, and then I want to use some of the other ones in here. Create your own portfolio, of course. We are just showing you the top 10 of ours, so you get a good idea of which ones are cashing in. Some of them, even though they're in drawdown, you can see when they come out of it again, they are making quite good money. Now, overall, we have seen that it has been dropping and dropping. So for the last couple of weeks, as you see here also, week 11, more than 8,000, week 12, 5,800. And then week 13, 2,900 and less than 3% here. And now we have a pretty bad week overall, just over $2,000 and 2.11%. But overall, the 10 signals has made $19,000 or more than 19%. And if we then have a look and say, okay, you might not have money to trade all these 10, and you might only have money to trade some of the top ones, then you can go over here and say, okay, if I had 50,000 or if I have $500 and put them on cent accounts instead here, then you can basically get a bit of a higher percentage back. So 23.93 if you're just trading the top ones here overall, and you can see none of them are coming below 20%. So that is great results for sure. So I hope this new way of having a look at the signals and trying to basically have a look instead over week by week, but simply have it over the last 4 weeks, you get a better feel, you get a better idea of which signals are actually producing something, even though they look like they're only producing a couple of $100 a week. Overall, it's ticking in. And that means that, as you could see here, that all of the signals are producing more than 10% per month, and we are quite happy with this. Yes, I understand there's some that wants 2 or 3 times more than that. They are in a hurry to get rich, but it's definitely also the way on how to crash everything and how to spoil your future trading experience. Of course, it's entirely up to you. You can go in on the coupling service. You can set up the factor for 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, or you can even go the other way and say, I'm happy with just 5% and go in at 0.5% instead. So I hope that this short little video has given you some good ideas and better feel for exactly which currency pairs are the ones that are moving at the moment. And then you can, as always, go on our website and then find more details. And if you want to spread the joy on different and other currencies, then by all means, all the details and information is there for you. And I do hope that I hear back from you exactly how you found this video. This is what we should continue to do every single week to help you for the next weeks of trading. So please add your comments in there, and if you like the video, please also give us a thumbs up, a like here, and I hope to see you next week. Bye bye.